Yeah, here we're going to our very first game of Street Oddball. Here we're going to be starting out with some. We're going to see First Minion. Starting off with a very strong start. They push into inside Web's base and they got him on the rotation spawns. It's 2 down, and Wilkie is going to keep him slaying out here. This is a really strong start here, Honcho.
Absolutely. For the, them being the team with the little, been having the struggles this season, they're coming out looking like they're ready to roll. They're not planning to lose this game whatsoever.
Yeah, here we're going to see a back tower setup here. We're going to see it looks like Wipe's going to start getting some kills here. We're going to see Unblemished here being the last member of First Minion left. And he's going to be fighting his life, waiting for his respawns to come. He is just not able to buy enough time. We can Wipe get a new setup.
Yeah, that back A control with the ball is honestly one of my favorite positions on Streets Oddball alone. Just having that pillar of that A point right there, blocking that whole area so you can watch the two sides coming from Streets. Coming from Cafe and coming from Planters is a huge advantage. But it looks like they get the ball out and they're ready to go back over to C, and good rotation.
Ooh, I love that repost into the sticky combo there. That grenade is probably my favorite combo in all of it. It can be deadly in the right hands, and we are seeing Sticks here just absolutely tear through First Minion. He's trying to get his team to get control of this ball. We're going to see him push into Tram here, throw those spikes, and he's going to lead his team in the charge. He's going to get, I'm going to say, like a killing spree now almost, but he was flipping into Nas here. He has the camo. This is a 45-second camo, people. He has plenty of time to do some absolute serious damage here as he gets a nice flank and his team is able to clean it all up.
Yeah, Hawk, don't even get me started with that 45-second camo, okay? That thing needs to go back into development, okay? Because it is way too long for my taste, but I'm sure the players who get it love it. But, let's see how they can kind of turn this over and get this ball back and start getting some points on the board here to solidify this lead.
Yeah, here we see Nas. He is just continuing to play his back, and he is trying to, engage where he needs to engage here, but he's finally taking out the camo. And honestly, I want to see we get Wipeys that have a bit better ball control there, but First Minion is just keeping a very strong start of this game, keeping it 28-26.
Yeah, they're keeping them at bay pretty well. I mean, this doesn't look like a team that's been kind of struggling this season. So, they probably made this plan and said, guys, we need to win this. I noticed on their schedule that they have a reschedule as well. If they can cap 2 wins here, they're going to be right in the middle of the pack leading into that playoff time.
Yeah, and you definitely want to be getting your wins as early as possible here. And we're seeing the ball being set around the middle of the spawnage point, and we get Wipes by taking it back to the back tower spawn. So it's gonna be interesting to see how First Minion takes it here. Here we see Snipe. He's trying to push in the Cafe, misses that melee a little bit, just not as close enough. We've all been there, and we're gonna see We Get Wipe gonna push his advantage here. We're gonna see looks like Sin is the last player of First Minion. He is taking out as 4 dead for First Minion.
Yeah, Goon Squad kind of overextended, but it paid off right there, getting that last kit player out. Now they're waiting for the respawns. They're all respawning C. This regroup is going to have to come up and really push either one side or the other. Like I said, that A hold is a tough one to push on if the holding team knows what they're doing. And it looks like right here with that back smack, oh man, they know what they're doing. They know the positions they need in order to get where they need to go, and it's paying off in big.
Yeah, First Minion is really I think they're almost taking the aggressiveness they had the first game in this, playing a bit too aggressive. They're not checking their corners. They're letting players get these huge flanks. They're not pushing together almost. Like here we're seeing Goon Squad getting an absolutely killer double kill. That's going to keep First Minion down 3 dead. And we're going to see Get Wipe here keeping the ball control. They did play it, but honestly, it doesn't even matter because they're able to get this last man out and get the whole loop back up.
100%. I'm seeing We Get Wiped just doing a lot of team firing, and honestly, that's half this game. If you can have 2 people shooting at one person and getting that health down and having one person just aim at his head and take him out, you're going to win 9 times out of 10 because no matter who comes around the corner, you still have 2 people there. But he goes down in A. This might be a turnaround, but Unblemished also went down today, so it's going to be it might be a little bit of a dogfight here. They don't want to seem to just let them win with that 89-33 lead.
Yeah, White is in a really great spot now. They have about 60 seconds of ball time here, and they just need to get another set of slays. They just went down 4 dead, which is going to get them on the respawners. So I think we're going to see Kane and Nas here play a bit back. Let First Minion get a little bit catched up, but all they just need to do is just break this hold of First Minion. First Minion, they're playing very tight in this hold, and I don't know how it's going to be very for them going into this, as we see that it's even trade 3 for 3, and this is a really intense battle as Taning is able to get that damage, and there's 4 dead for First Minion again.
I think that that camo is there just for showboating on this one, Hawk. I mean, you're not even going to see anybody before the round's over. There it is. Good first round. You know, First Minion came out swinging, but Get Wiped was able to clutch up and dominate the rest of the second half of that round.
Yeah, going to the next round, it's going to be interesting to see how First Minion's opening break goes here. Like, they have what I would say the less favorable spawn on streets. That's just my personal opinion, and we're going to see them lose the first kill here, and they are just being shot by fish in a barrel by Tane.
Yeah, they're huddling in that C, and C spawn to me on this map is such a tough spawn to really come out and try to get to that oddball. Everywhere you look, you're on low ground. You can go down the driveway, low ground, cafe, low ground. It's just, it's a tough spot to fight out of, especially when you kind of lost momentum in that first round. You know, you started on the A side, you had a great start, and now you're on the C side, so you really got to fight out of that deficit and bring it back. But here they are with the ball on C. Oh, and the stick! Oh my God! What a stick by Goon Squad across the back alley there. Jeez.
And that, folks, is the first lesson on why you do not let Camo hold ball. Because not only did they lose ball control, they lost Camo in that play there. So that's going to be a pretty pivotal mistake there for First Minion, which I think they had a decent set going into it. I love the subway hold they had going. I was going to criticize Wipe a little bit for how they push on that, but, you know, it'll be interesting to see how they hold this point, as it's now going to 30-12. And yeah, Nas just absolutely is getting another flank. It's what we saw in the first round. It's gonna be he's gonna go for another one.
Yeah, he's not playing around this game. He knows what he wants, and he wants this W on this oddball bad. I mean,
enemy has the ball.
First Minions just, they have to regroup. I see a lot of, you know, they're getting shot, they're not turning around, they're trying to get away, but sometimes you just need to turn around and shoot all you can, and you know, finally Nas goes down after a double kill, but can he get the camo off? He does. He burnt the camo, but it's time to turn around and get that ball in hand.
That camo would have been absolutely pivotal. It's not, I mean, it is great that we get wiped in and get it, but First Minion is just kind of just being, not like they're just kind of being outslayed on the initial spawns. Like we're just they are just not able to get a strong foothold here. But as I do say that, we get wiped is down 2 dead. They're gonna try and get the ball out of here, but First Minion has them completely surrounded. And yeah, that was like it's gonna be something with the ball control for First Minion here. So we're left here with Goon Squad. It's gonna try and push up cuts and start to B push, but it's just too many players from First Minion for him to take that fight confidently.
Yeah, Goon Squad started getting double teamed there, and he backed out at a good time. Now he's got a little bit of backup. Let's see if it'll help. That's 2 dead for First Minion, but he goes down. 3 dead First Minion. 1 pops back up. Can they get the ball? Looks like the ball carrier is being pressured, and it looks like We Get Wiped is going to have the ball in their hand for this one, especially if he can get the kill here. And there it is.
Yeah, that was just a great push there from We Get Wiped. And First Minion is they're showing some signs of life here. I think they started out hot, they kind of cooled down a bit, they're starting to warm up back again. I just want to see some solid pushes together here. We're going to see Goon Squad take out Sin here, and it's just going to be another 2 dead for First Minion, 3 dead for First Minion, as they are not able to just break this hold at all. I want to see some push together as a team here, but I think if they don't make another push here, Sin, this is going to be a wipe 1-0.
Yeah, this is the time where, you know, heroes are made, and you just have to go in. I mean, that's a good start, though, getting that ball over by PD. If you can get this Nas kill here, it'll be clutched up. There it is. But is it too late? might be too little too late on this one as they're pushing into PD. They don't want them to get a second on that ball. Holy crud.
Oh, and then the double kill there. That's gonna. I think that might solidify the game here. It could be some hero time, but looking at we have the camo going into and that's gonna be a pivotal fight. And looks like we're gonna see Tane back out, trying to go back in and get the. He loses it though, which that is huge for First Minion. And it looks like 3 go down for First Minion. This is the last player alive. He has to push into it, but I think it's gonna be too little, too late.
Absolutely. I mean, it was a good fought round. First Minion was coming out swinging, but I mean,
it's gonna be interesting to see. Here we're gonna see the opening kill go out, and we're gonna see a pretty even start here. We're gonna see your wife and this First Minion train back and forth. We're gonna see Thane pushing the bottom elevator here, and she's just gonna be leading the charge here. I think Camo went into the hands of We Get Wiped, but I'm not too sure. But this has been some great gameplay.
yeah, I mean, you know, looked like Tane was coming out. He got the double kill right off the bat, but First Minion was able to answer. They're only down by 2 here. And let's see if he can get this in the long haul. So that's the team firing I was looking for. A little bit of backup there. That was a good call out.
Yeah, we're gonna see there's some great damage going on here between each player. So, you know, this is still right back and forth. We Get Wiped got some initial kills, getting that small lead here, but I'm gonna be interested to see how they're gonna be pushing. We're seeing them push in the elevator. It's very interesting here. They have to leave, and they are pushing hard. They are pushing First Minions back. First Minions just seems to be constantly on the rotation. We're seeing a good play system here, so We Get Wiped might be overcommitting, I would say.
You know, it seems to be because, you know, it took one kill on that rotation going back. They were backing up. First Minion was backing up really well, just kind of giving themselves some space to really capitalize on that hard push. And there was 3, maybe even the whole team in that room, and 2 people pushing. That's never going to end well for you, especially on this level of competition over in the Challenger Premade. But let's see, we got the shock rifle on deck, and he goes right down with it. That's okay.
Yeah, I'm loving what I'm seeing from First Minion here. They brought it back to 10, and we're seeing the win. Not only winning the Vice, we're also winning pivotal 1 in this map. So Get Wiped has kind of been put on the back foot a little bit here. They're gonna try and see if they're gonna break out here at the shock. But I think that's Naz just gonna play it to get them back up to his team bull pipes. But looks like we're gonna see. Looks like Status are take the camo here, and sorry, Snipe, my apologies. He's gonna get some serious damage here, and it's probably the best time to get the camo, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, Snipe's daddy's show you who his daddy is. You know what I mean? So here we go. He's got the camo. He's ready to go. He's not playing around. I mean, he's got 45 seconds. He knows he can kind of scout out the map really well. He's not shooting there to expose himself. He knows how to. I mean, he's counting the seconds in his head, maybe 1 or 2 shots here, but he knows where the entire team is at this point, making call-outs, letting them know. And there goes 1 kill. And that's all he's going to need, hopefully, to get... Oh, the reload hurts him.
Yeah, always gotta make sure you're reloading here, but that was, you know, I would say those were some good comps. I think they were communicating the important thing of that they saw 3 of Wipes players pushing down blue pipes. So, First Minion playing that, well, I would like to see a little bit more damage here. They kind of fall back 3 kills, now fall back 4 kills, but it'll be interesting to see how they can get these last kills and they take out Sticks with that plasma. So, they're only down by 3. So it'll be interesting to see how they can kind of regain here, as the map control is kind of 50-50 split right now.
Yeah, it looks like they're bunching up in C. It's going to be a tough one. They're not going to have that escape route down long haul, as we see Naz is sitting there waiting for him. And it looks like we might have a reset. Someone might have...
Yo, so as we are back into the game here, we're going to see Goon Squad pushing up, and he is just taken out by plasma. That's not what we want to see when you're going back in after crash.
No, you already went through a black screen. You don't want to go right back into a black screen waiting for that respawn for sure. I mean, Goon Squad, you know, they were bunched up in there, and with a couple of, if he waited for some callouts, he might have known that. But it's okay. It's just about it's about coming back and fighting even harder next time. You know.
Yeah, we're going to see 6 here just dealing some serious damage here. He's going to get back smack. He's going to communicate to his rest of the team how weak they are. That was an issue plasma. But we're going to see, let's see if, looks like Yeah, we're gonna see some more damage going down here. We're gonna see Thane here going for a flank. Is he able to get it? He is not able to get a flank, but you know, his team is doing the job. All the kills are done. He's like, hey guys, I got the flank, and there's no one here to kill. He's gonna try and get these two players sitting on nades. He's able to get one, but he still knows there's one more player that he's hunting for. Here, we're gonna get the bite system going here. He's gonna push down long call with his buddy, and let's see what they can do.
Oh, looking like Spider-Man swinging his way up to that top attic right there. And he's checking long haul, checking on his buddy.
And
There's that team fire right there that really is pivotal in a Slayer game. Getting that guy all the way down and then having your friend just clean it up at least. You know, if you're in the lead, all you got to do is take 1 for 1. And then you'll be in, you can take it the whole game like that as long as you get a solid lead.
Speaking of solid lead, we get one by 10 kills. They are just absolutely tearing through here. And we're going to see them get elevator control now. And as we're going to try and get the elevator control, we're going to take a little bit of damage from top glass. But they're playing for that cam. That cam's going to be up in 5 seconds. And if they are able to execute up that could just execute this even more. We're going to see Nas here. Players pushing down some damage for his teammates in the elevator. He is able to support that camo. And to win this pit, he is not. So that's camo out for the plays. And looks like First Minion had a chance to start regaining some of this lost lead.
Yeah, 100%. I was a little disappointed that I didn't see any First Minions on the time that he picked it up. You know, that camo is so pivotal in this whole ongoing game that, like we were talking about, that 45 seconds, I mean, you have that thing for 45 seconds, you're almost ready for another camo. And you can get 2, maybe even 3 kills off of 1 camo. That could have been, you know, the difference of kind of bringing you back, bringing some momentum, some wind back in the sails, and get it, you know, pony up and get giddy up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to see Goon Squad. This was just going to be absolutely just dealing damage here. He's able to get the first one, able to get the second one. That is just serious damage as his team now enters the 40s. And he is taken down by some nades, which is great on Sin's part, but the damage is. I just want to see some serious executes here from First Minion.
Yeah, this is, I mean, I feel like it's a unwritten rule, but Slayers don't start till 30, so let's see if these guys can kind of buck up and get it going. It might be a crash.
Yeah, we're unsure what's happening here, which is we might have lost the observer here. Yeah, and so we are back. Looks like, you know, we apologize for backing out last game. We get wiped. Did take the game, and they're going to be seeing an opening engagement. They're going to take the camo here. Can Goon get out with his life? And looks like he is able to. He knows where the next player of First Minion is. He's just going to try to scout them out, calm for his team, and interesting play. I like how he lets his teammate die here, not try to save it, because he's now able to pick up a shot, but it takes a huge advantage for his team.
Yeah, that was a perfect play for positioning purposes. I mean, giving yourself up, you're not doing anything, but most like maybe getting yourself killed and then losing that position you have over the zone. And now look at the spawns they get. He's backseat and another back smack with the camo. I mean, he's going off. Can he get the double? I mean, the double is just pivotal. And now, what, they got 2v3 on a hill they already have almost half capped? I mean, that's textbook camo play right there.
Yeah, and this is just some Goon Squad is just going all out right now. He is just dealing some absolutely serious damage to his team, or to his team, and he's going to try to get the hill, but he is pushed out just the last second here. His first move tries to claw back this hill, but it's only just away from We Get Wiped.
Yeah, this isn't looking too good for We Get Wiped. I mean, they can get some quality hill time here, but they really need to start pinning these guys down. They're spawning in one spot. This is the time where you got to start flanking and kind of getting that positioning down, which it looks like they're trying to do. But I don't see it going too far. The hill guy dies, and that's going to be a cap hill for We Get Wiped.
Yeah, great plays from We Get Wiped here. We're going to see that We Get Wiped's already set for the next hill here. We switch over to Nas. He's going to see players spawning in backseat. He's just going to throw some of those beautiful nades and get that excellent damage here. And as he waits for his team, they just look to be just dealing, keeping First Minion on the back foot here. And we're going to see Nas free to take that that's just carbine here. Let's see what he's going to be able to do. As we're going to see players coming from elbow now. he is not quite sure where they're coming from. So that's interesting on the comms part. He's just looking out for any possible. That's been very popular in the series. You're gonna see there's gonna be some serious damage laid down by Thane, as he kind of trusts his teammate. I give him props for that.
Yeah, there was a lot of trust there. I don't know if I could sit there. That was some patience in the making, some Bruce Lee type energy right there. And I mean, we got Tane still in the yard, capping that hill, and he's staying alive. I mean, that was pretty impressive to stay alive there. He had no shield, and he's going back. He wants more. He's like, give me another lick of that lollipop, and he gets that perfect kill to really solidify his presence in yard. And let's see if he can. And there it is. Another kill for Tane. Tane has been going off here to really get 2 down for them, and now they're getting points on the hill. This is not looking that great for First Minion.
Yeah, and that's why I love that opening engagement. That third hill there was just that we get wiped almost. It's just keeping them on the back foot here. Right? First Minion has just not gotten a stakehold here. They got it a little bit in that first hill, but it's just been rough for them as they cannot find a way to break through. We get wiped holds, and I gotta say, I love we get wiped holds. It's very much a two-man system, only 2 successive maps, and I love that play where it sure didn't get the kill, but they didn't take him out. But we're going to see that the two-man system almost kind of fall apart a little bit, as now we get wiped is not going to on this hill at all.
Yeah, we get wiped, got a little bit of a setback there. They're all spawning about that yard side, and it's going to be a bit of a fight, but I mean, it looks like Unblemished is overextending on that side. Let's see if it pays off. Maybe he can get a sneaky kill, but they don't have the camo, and here comes Tane again with the camo back on point. Let's sneaky peeky like. There's a kill with the assist, and I mean, did he have no? I don't think he didn't have a part in any of these kills. He killed the whole team, or at least had a part in killing the whole team, to really get back on that point and get it going. It's interesting to see where they spawn here, because they might be spawning right by the point.
Yeah, and we're going to see some of the First Minion vaccine. Thane's going to be keeping that damage here. He's going to miss. But his teammates are going to sit. He is just staying alive with this camo. And that's going to be the third hill here till we get weapons. We're going to the fourth hill. We're going to see First Minion have the advantage here in terms of map control. I don't know if they're fully ready for it, as we're going to see by already starting to push into it and try and take out these players.
Yeah, I mean, it's just every opportunity that it looks like First Minion tries to get for themselves, it's just stomped out with just team firing. And Tane's kind of, he's understanding the call out. He's running over, and if he doesn't need help, I mean, he may put 1 or 2 bullets down, but then he's going and seeing where the next rotation's coming from. And I mean, that's just proper Halo at its best. That's trust in your teammate. That's great communication. And here he is again, 3v1 right there. Like, that is just, I mean, yeah, you got 2 people on the point, and they're letting some nades rain in. But an excellent kill. They were too busy worried about the 3 to watch the 1 guy come up behind. Like I said earlier, those 3v1, those 3 team in the 1 flank sometimes comes in clutch, and especially on this hill, it did.
Yeah, Tane here, he is just doing the mission. He's like, he can see that, his team needs to finish up the series, and he can do it right here, right now. Excellent playing for him. I'm curious to see what his damage is in that, but, just great plays from We Get Wiped overall. First Minion